I'm wearing my nameplate necklace, which always makes me feel very Carrie Bradshaw. Watch it be upside down. That would be my look. Hi everyone, I'm Sarah from Everyday Starlet. Welcome to my channel. Today I am doing something a little different. It's not super different, but it's kind of different. Maybe I should just tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna actually show you my makeup collection, one product type at a time. So I'm starting with concealers, and here's what I did. I wore a different concealer from my collection every day for 6 days. I couldn't even remember, and it was like I finished yesterday. I wore a different concealer each day for 6 days. I don't know why I'm clapping like this. I'm in like cheerleader mode, and I was never a cheerleader. I don't know where this came from. I don't know. So basically you will get to see each product in action, and then at the end of the video I will tell you which ones were my favorites. So if you want to see all the concealers in my collection and see a review on how I like them and how they wore throughout the day, then just keep watching. And I'm going to start, I think, each of my concealers the same way because I feel like I need some dark circle fixin'. So I'm going to start with my YSL Touche Eclat Neutralizer. I have a whole sort of review on this product. And the first concealer I'm going to be playing with is the Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo Concealer. And I don't actually think I've used this yet. This is obviously separated. It just came out very oily. And I'm going to kind of go below the under eye. It's quite thin formula. I'm actually liking this, I think, more than I initially thought I would. So far, so good. Hi guys, so I just filmed a makeup comparison to different contour palettes, and my concealer is holding up relatively well. I mean, I was using extra powder under my eyes with the makeup tutorial, so things got a little cakey, but so far, so good. I'm pretty happy with it in general. It is gathering a little bit on this side, but I think that might be the powder that I put on. I'll keep you posted. So it's the end of the day. There's definitely some clumping under my eyes here. Overall, I think the concealer held up relatively well. Not bad. So today is day 2 of my concealer challenge. Today I'm going with a very popular favorite, the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. This shade is in Fair Neutral, which I feel like should be a good shade on me, but in the past I've tried it and it feels a little bit too light. See, this shade is a little bit too light for me. As far as formula goes, I mean, it is very lightweight. A little drying under my eyes more than I remember it, but refocus. We'll see how it goes throughout the day. Okay, concealer update. It's weird because when I first put this on, the color looked so light and way too bright for my skin, like on camera, but in person, when I just looked in a mirror, it didn't look that bad. And looking at it now in this lighting, it doesn't look like it's way too light. So I have sunglass dents in my face, so pardon that. It's a little clumpy over here, I would say, in some of my creases. I still like the formula, like the way it goes on, but I'm not sure I'm in love with how it holds up. Still on the fence. Okay, so it is the end of the day. I don't know, I feel like it's faded a lot, and like my dark circles are more visible, which I did cover up, and like the concealer's kind of shifted. I don't know, I mean, I'm not loving the way it held up under my eyes. It's just not my favorite. Hey guys, so this is day 3 of my concealer testing process, and today I am using a concealer that I should have looked up the name of before I did this. I love YSL, but I can't pronounce the names. This is the YSL, it's the Anti-Cernace, their concealer. Now this is a thicker consistency than any of the other concealers that I have been using. You know, I gotta admit, for something that goes on so thick, it doesn't feel heavy. You do have to be light-handed with it. But overall, it is quite light and has very good coverage. Hi guys, so concealer update. Appears on camera that it is clumping a bit in my wrinkles because Mama's got some wrinkles. Other than that, holding up relatively well. Okay, so it's not really nighttime yet, but I really want to take a shower. I'm gonna give you a little concealer update. Yeah, I mean, it has gathered in my lines a little bit. It hasn't faded much though. I mean, still looks decent, but it has gotten a little clumpy. It doesn't look as natural, I think, as I like my concealer to be even at the end of the day, so I'm still kind of on the fence about this one. Hi guys, so today is day 4 of my concealer testing, and today I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. Yeah, I don't feel like I get the most coverage with this, but I get decent coverage. I like that it's lightweight. Not the highest coverage, but decent. Hey guys, so my concealer, it's holding up relatively well. I do feel like it's making me look tired. I don't know if it's because it's such a gloomy day today. It looks natural. It's just not giving me great coverage. Hey guys, so I have to say this concealer is consistent. I'd like something that covers it up a little bit more, but for a drugstore concealer, gotta say, pretty happy with it overall. Okay, so today's concealer is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. Yeah, I'm always a fan of this concealer. I just really like it. Really gives a nice natural coverage. Okay, so concealer update. I've actually been rubbing my eye a lot because it just got like really itchy. I don't know, it's allergies and the weather here has been like insane. But again, I think it's held up pretty well. Doesn't appear to be super creasy, and I feel like even though I was rubbing my eye, it's held up really well. I mean, there's a reason why this is probably my favorite concealer. I think it's doing pretty good. Okay, final update on my concealer is it looks like it has held up really well, which is why this is one of my favorites. I like it. Okay, so we have another concealer for you. Is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. I threw this in just to try it out. I remember trying it out under my eyes and thinking it was a little heavy. I do love this. Like, this is my go-to blemish concealer. I decided, you know what, let me just give it another try under the eyes. It has this pretty big applicator because it's meant for foundation essentially. So if you find this to be a little bit too large to work with, then you can feel free to use a smaller brush or smaller applicator. It definitely feels heavy under the eyes. It's not one of those like, oh, I don't feel like I'm wearing any makeup. Like, okay, so concealer update on the eyes. This will probably be the only one that I do today. Is I've kind of rubbed my eye. It rubs off. It gets really cakey under the eye. I think this is just too heavy. And when you're using it as a concealer, it's just too heavy for under the eye. It rubs off pretty easily. It's not super long lasting. Ironically, it works super well for blemishes. It's a spot blemish concealer. It's hands down my favorite. So I recommend it for that, but as far as an under eye concealer, it's not making the grade. Okay, so I believe today is the last day of my concealer challenge. I don't know what you're calling it. And I've never used this before. This is a first impression review of the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Full Coverage Anti-Aging Waterproof Concealer. Yes, this came highly recommended by a friend of mine, and also she's a follower on my blog. She said it was like glue, but you're gonna like it. My first impression is that it's having a hard time coming out. I feel like there's like no product in here. I'm like squeezing all the way up here and it's like nothing's coming out. It's very thick. I'm really surprised at how natural that blended out. I will check back in later with an update. Okay, so concealer check-in. I just got my hair done, so I actually have had water dripping on my eyes because, you know, it happens when you get your hair done. Ironically, this side, which I put less product on, is a little bit flakier, but that could just be my skin because this side I put more product on accidentally, and it's not flaky at all, so I must just have some dryness on this side of my face. I'm amazed at how well it's held up. So I gotta say, this concealer is definitely a contender. Okay, so this concealer held up pretty well. It looks like it's faded a bit, and this Lipus light is absolutely terrible. I feel like this side looks nicer than this side, which is actually weird because I put more product on this side, like I said before. But I think it held up surprisingly well, which I think I definitely want to give this one a try again. And there you have it. Those were all of my concealers. If there were any that I didn't list that are your favorites, put them in the description box below. I did not include neutralizers because I am currently testing out my neutralizers. I'm going to do those in a separate video. I only had 2 like quote unquote brighteners that were just meant to be brighteners, not necessarily just concealers, and I have a video comparing those two, which I will link to this video. I'll put it in one of the cards, which I don't know goes here, I think, over here or over here. It'll be in one of these places. I would love to hear what your favorites are. Be sure you let me know, leave in the comment section below if any of these were your favorites, if you agreed with me, disagreed with me, or if you have another concealer that you think I should be trying out, because again, I found out about the IT Cosmetics because of your recommendations. If you found this video helpful, please give it a big thumbs up. Be sure you subscribe to my channel because I have a ton more videos like this. I'm testing foundations and neutralizers right now, so there will be a lot more videos like this coming. So if you like this style video, then please let me know. Leave a comment, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and you can check out all my social media channels. They will be in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you join me next time.